first we're gonna have to start weeding out our design. I meant to videotape me actually doing the design, but I forgot to do that. So I'm just gonna start weeding these out, and then I'll show you how I place them on to the tumbler. So what I'm doing right now is I'm separating each cutout individually. It's a lot easier to weed that way instead of trying to weed it all at once. Now you can really see how easy it is to weed this out, having them all separated. I only need to focus on one design at a time without taking them all off the mat. I did use permanent vinyl. Well, this black is the permanent vinyl. I did do that because these are the sections that are going to be staying on the tumbler underneath the epoxy. So using permanent is better. It adheres a little bit better. So that way the epoxy isn't going up underneath that vinyl and pushing it up. So now as I'm working on the bee, you kind of see that I start doing the bigger pieces first. This design is very intricate. It's not difficult, but it does take a lot of time. So take your time, try to be careful, especially with the wings. And there you have it, perfect bee. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll see me using Scotch tape as my transfer tape. I swear by it. It's super cheap. You're not spending as much money on that clear transfer tape, and you can still see through it. So there's really no reason to have to spend so much money on the stuff that Cricut makes. Okay, next what I'm going to be weeding out is the set that goes onto the tumbler but ends up getting removed. So this is going to be your stencil. So in this case, I used a different colored vinyl, and it is going to be the removable vinyl. This way I know the difference. The black is going to stay onto the tumbler under the epoxy, and this pink will be taken off at some point. So I realized that there was another spot that I missed when doing these tumblers. You'll see it in the next part of this video, but this pink part is going to go down onto the tumbler, and then you're going to put Mod Podge on it, and then you're going to pour glitter onto it, remove that, and you're going to get these, like, remove the vinyl, and you're going to get these hexagon shapes of glitter. I meant to videotape it. I'm still learning. But that's how you'll get those perfect hexagon shapes. Then what I did is I epoxied it, and you can kind of tell I've already sanded it a little bit to get that glitter to sit flat. And then I am going to apply the black vinyl, because I already did some of the decals, but I am going to apply the black vinyl around the hexagon shapes. Since this is the hardest part, this is what I wanted to be able to show you the most. So I do cut out each of the outlines individually and apply them individually. I don't recommend applying them all at once, because chances are you are going to get to a spot where it doesn't meet up and it's going to mess up the entire design. You're going to have to cut out more. So to save time, I am going to apply them individually, and I think that this works best because if one piece looks like it's not really perfect, sometimes I cut out a few extras just to be safe. But if you notice, I'm cutting off the tops because the epoxy needs to seal it. So this is perfect doing it separately so that I can see exactly where I need to make my cuts. All right, so now we're nearing the end, and I'm going to be placing the last remaining outlines onto my tumbler, and then we're going to have to seal that vinyl, not with epoxy, but with a glue. So for this point, you're going to need a type of glue. You could either use Mod Podge, or the Tack-It is another one that I'd recommend that you can buy at Michael's. And you're going to just put a little bit on top of that black vinyl. The bees have already been sealed with epoxy, so you don't even need to do anything with those. I would recommend, before you seal with epoxy, to also seal those bees in this exact same method. I didn't do that. But I do recommend it. That way you don't have to worry about your vinyl peeling up at all. Once you've completely sealed all of your vinyl, you're going to let that dry for a minimum of 20 minutes. Then you can go ahead and put it onto your turner, apply the epoxy. If you need to, you can do several coats if you feel like you haven't gotten full coverage. You can really see how adding that black outline to this tumbler for those hexagon glitter shapes really brings out that honeycomb look. If you like this video and want to see more, hit like and subscribe to my channel, True Designs by Kayla, or you can follow me on Etsy or Instagram. Thanks!